Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and all those that exist beyond such basic confines. I'm your, I'm your trans host, Kelly the Human. Um, it's been a minute. I haven't exactly, but sorry, it's been a while, but I haven't been exactly able to find the right time to do this. You know, but hopefully today I can actually get something done, and maybe tomorrow even as well. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow I can actually do another episode as well. It's assuming I don't finish this series today. I'm hoping I actually do. But no. Yes, no. Yeah. If I do, I do. If I don't, oh well. Another video to add to my list. Yeah. But if it isn't obvious, today we are continuing our review, or at least I'm continuing it. You know, if you want to put down, let me finish what I was going to say first before I say the next thing. Today I am continuing my review of Black Adam, the 2022 DC film, DC EU. It didn't exactly pan out so well. All right, what was I gonna say next before I lost track? Um. Oh yeah. If you want to put down what you thought of the film, if you want to put down like your little quick short review, whatever, yeah, put it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Because I enjoyed the film. It was fun. Very flawed, which we're actually about to go over today. What I don't like about this film, what I don't like. Today we're gonna go over that. But still an enjoyable film regardless of its flaws. I had fun. So I hope you guys did as well. And I hope you have fun watching my mess of reviews. This is a very long one. For this review, I spanned multiple episodes now. Currently the longest running review on my channel. Oh. Construction going on outside, you know. I don't think my mic will pick that up. Here we are. Just pulling up the just pulling up the list. There we go. But before we begin, I just wanted to say some good news, I have I have finished watching the Batman the Animated Series, the complete animated series. I have finished it. And I am blown away because it is such an amazing show. The only reason I watched it, well, there's multiple, one of them being because I've always wanted to see it. But the other is because I wanted to prep myself for the upcoming Clayface film, which looks so dang good from the trailer. Holy fudge, that looks so good. I am excited because that movie is based on or inspired by an episode from the Batman the Animated Series, and it's inspired from season 1 at least. Although it's more of a 2 episode because they did the plot line within because they told the plot line over across 2 episodes. Yeah, but hey, it was fun. Highly recommend the show. Highly recommend it. But the case that I bought it in, well, unfortunately, I split it off into 2 cases. But the one I did, which I wasn't expecting, it came with like the 2 animated films that I guess are part of the universe. Mask of the Phantasm and Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, which I was not expecting. That I was not expecting when I bought it. I was not expecting it to come with those two. Because I knew about Mask of the Phantasm. I knew about that one. I wanted to see it. Wanted to see what all the hype was about. But I was not. But I was not expecting it to come with Sub-Zero because I didn't realize that one existed. Beautiful film, both of them. Great series. Highly recommend. But now, today we are not talking about that. Today we are talking about Black Adam and what I dislike about it. Whew. Allergies really be kicking me this year. Allergies are fun. They really be getting to me this year, huh? That's the good stuff. Arizona iced tea, green tea with ginseng and honey. I probably butchered that pronunciation. All right. Shall we begin? No, wait. Hang on. Shall we begin? I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to reference, but I don't remember. Anyways, let's begin. Now, the first thing I wrote down on this list was Sabah that I disliked. One of the two reasons being his design, and the other being his voice. I don't know, but to me, they felt so generic, so bland, not really intimidating. There wasn't exactly anything like intimidating or scary about it. He looked more like a tiefling. He looked more like a tiefling than you know, the demons that were, and the six demons from, the rock finality. He looked more like a tiefling than the six demons. You know what I mean? Just mainly human looking. He was more human looking than demon, which, well, humans are terrifying as is. We are a terrifying species. But here in the context of this film, it didn't exactly having my frame rate is horrible on this. I really need to get a new computer at some point. One with a better camera, you know, better audio, better everything. Holy fudge. If you guys got any suggestions, please let me know. I'm thinking of swapping over to like a gaming computer. I'm hoping that's better. I don't know. I'm new to this stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I digress. The other reason, as I said, being his voice, also sounding pretty generic, like very deep. I just, I don't know, I just didn't really like the voice. It just felt so boring, felt so bland. Like they just took the actor's voice and just deepened it, and that's it. They didn't add any like other effects to it, like any other vocal effects, like they did with the Six Demons in the Rock of Finality. Like, really, you gave them all the cool designs, but you almost you kind of fumbled him a little. But I know like he's got some of his own cool designs as well, like the the little pentagram on his chest, the little shoulder straps that not shoulder straps, but things that he can't speak and I can't find the words, man. I struggle. It's like those little shoulder robe straps, like that you just flat. You know what I mean if you've seen the film. All right, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. At least I think it was shoulder straps. Or I don't know if it was a cape. I don't think he had a cape. No. Uh, you know what I mean if you've seen the film. Jeez. Starting off this video well. Yeah. The next point. Yeah, I heard something. The Black Adam versus two fighter jets. That only being in the trailer. It's like the trailer got me really hyped for this film because I love Dwayne Johnson and I love DC and I was really excited for this film. But as I'm watching, I realized where's the fighter jet scene? You know, where's Black Adam taking on two fighter jets and just smashing one of their wings? Where is that scene? It most likely was only made just for the trailer, which infuriates me because it's like, oh, come on, it would have been a really interesting concept, man. You know, instead of him just taking on like the taking on the Justice Society and Sabak, instead of him just taking those guys on, well, also Undergang as well, but like, you know, other like outside forces, you know, like maybe like the US Navy, US Air Force, you know, taking on, you know, I feel like I'm just gonna draw this out, like you saying, take it on, blah blah blah. I really need to get better at speaking, you know, especially into a mic and a camera when there's no one else like physically present in front of me. I am just. I am sorry. I hope you guys are patient with me. Yeah. Yeah. I was really looking forward to that, you know? But I'm like really sad that it was not in the movie and most likely only made for the trailer because I'm not sure at what point in the movie it could have been placed. I'm not entirely sure. I want to say like maybe it could have been like placed like after he kind of had his little meltdown and blew up the intergang base, you know? Little intergang mining base. That and like he took off after saying it was him who injured Amon. You know, like on his way back to Kondak, he could have encountered a couple fighter jets, and it's like, Get down, all right, land, buddy." And he probably didn't take it well because he was still reeling from what he, you know, from the moment before, and he's like, "I'm not in the mood." It's the only place I. That's like maybe one of the only places I think it could have fit. Other than that, maybe it might be the ending showing him like defending his country, you know? Showing him defending his country from outside forces. To show that like he means business. That he will not let another like, you know, foreign nation enter his kingdom, you know? I'm not sure where else it could be. Where else it could have been placed, but it's like it's most likely obvious that it was just made for the trailer and that was it, which is like I was looking forward to that scene and seeing how it would play out, you know? Anyways, this point has like two sub points to it because like this really irks and irritates me and just everything because it's like How does he figure it out so quickly, like in a snap? For example, after he wakes up in Amon's bedroom, he he begins talking to Amon in perfect English. Well, I mean, it's probably English for us. I don't know if like they're speaking their own Kanaki language, but the rest of the film suggests no, that they were speaking English the whole time in their universe. But he speaks proper English as if he just didn't come out of, as if he didn't just come from a time, ancient time, long before, you know, the English came to be. English language came to be. That just he begins talking to Amon and every other character in the film in perfect English. The only time he doesn't is after he wakes up in is after he's like wakes up in the tomb after Adriana freed him. And he goes and says along the lines of, "Your magic is weak." And that's what I'm pretty certain. No. That's actually not the only one, because he also says in the flashback when he's like doing like the Adriana is like, recounting of what really happened at the palace confrontation. Then there's like the prologue of him talking to his son. Hodut. Those are like practically the only times he doesn't speak English. But he speaks proper English as soon as he wakes up in Amon's bedroom, which I don't understand. How? How did he adapt to it so dang fast? I just, I don't know. I don't understand. Make it make sense. The other sub point being, is when he's like, is during the flybike, yeah, flybike chase sequence. During that, like, when like they reach out into the ocean towards the end of it, and they reach out into the ocean, he quickly learns how to use the speed boost. I mean, maybe he was watching it from behind, and the Intergang soldiers just didn't realize, like, hey, he's right there. But it's like he learns some things way too easily. He can learn the speed boost. I have the I have the laundry running, and it's just making me think like, hey, someone else in the house. Yeah, making me go insane. Anyways, as I was saying, he can learn the speed boost quickly to execute an Intergang soldier, but he does not understand how a TV works. He does not understand a TV. After he destroys it with his lightning and says, "Wizards." Maybe there's like all like a reasonable explanation for this stuff, but to me, it just I don't understand. I don't get it. It irks me. All right, this one I think I said like in the previous videos, but honestly, watching the film, I'm not the biggest fan of Amon. He's like might be my least favorite character in film. Like at least one of the least. 'Cause I don't know, man. It's just something about him that just gets under my skin. I just find it really, really annoying. I don't get it. Like feels like he really changes in the film. And, like, definitely one thing I put as like a sub point is like in the stairway talk has like as Teth Adam is just like hovering down it and he's running down it considering he can't fly. And the whole time he is basically turning. He's trying to turn Teth Adam into a marketing strategy, for like products. It's just like the dude just woke up from a 3,000 year nap. He woke up from a 3,000 year nap after having lost his entire family and basically being thrown out of time into a world that no longer exists. I mean, no, no. Like away from his world that no longer exists, from the world he was from. Just, I'm not the biggest fan of Amon, man. His character just really annoys me. Trying to figure out like what other reasons there are. Right? Maybe like the fact that he's like more prone to listening to Teth Adam than he is to his own mother at times, and it's like, dude, she's your mom. She's out for your best interest, man. She's clearly not a horrible parent, so it's like she's doing the best she can, and he's over here just doing his, and Amon over here is just doing his own thing. And it's just like putting himself in danger and everything. It's just like, dude, like he's intentionally provoking Intergang, not in a good way. Because at one point, like one Intergang soldier has had enough, and he pulls out his stick or something, and he's getting ready to hit him on. And it's just like, come on, you kind of went a little too far. You're just a kid. You can't count on Teth Adam for everything, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like him on or no? Because I'm not a big fan of the character. All right, next point. Hmm. Next point is being the brutality of the film, basically being toned down, basically, basically being like wildly toned down after a whole cave fight, the whole tomb. Because that little tomb fight, little cave fight, as I said before, absolutely brutal, very close to bordering on R rating. After a whole guy had his whole arm ripped off, and you had a guy that got disintegrated, his flesh boiling and melting. Without him just throwing people around like rag dolls. I feel like after that, it's just the brutality just dies down. Yeah, there are other little moments here and there that I pointed out, but in the previous videos, but I'm just, I don't know. Especially like when the heroes are out fighting Sabak, it's just like everyone has plot armor, man. I mean, apart from dang it, Doctor Fate, who gets killed off in the film, but yeah, yeah. And I just, I swear, I'm going to repeat everything I say over and over. Oh, jeez, man. I need to get him fixed. How about I just move on to the next point before I start repeating? The prologue, man. The soldier, man. The little Kandaki soldier. It takes the old man, like, he's like, you want a reward? I'll give you a reward. And he just, like, stabs and just throws him off the cliff. That poor guy. The poor guy who just wanted a reward for actually, doing what they told him to do. What they're forcing him to do. He just wanted the reward that he was promised. And then you got this soldier over here that goes, oh, I hate that soldier. Oh, I hope he got the comeuppance that he deserves. Woo-hoo! That guy is just, he's a jack. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Oh well, just a text from my dad. Trying to remember like what time you get out, but hey. Okay, so if you're not careful, if you're a little oblivious like me, you you can spot the twist that the Teth Adam from the modern day, that the Teth Adam from our world, the Teth Adam from modern day Kandak, which was like where the whole movie's placed in. If you're not careful, you can spot that he is not Harut from the prologue. From the prologue, you can spot that he is not Harut, even though like the trailer pushed pushed that idea in. And it's like, hey, this kid who was just trying to, do good. But from the trailer, in like one of the two trailers, they show like the poor guy that got thrown off the cliff, stabbed and thrown off the cliff. The poor trailers, for some reason, I thought they were advertising that guy as who's gonna be Black Adam, because the trailer, like the narration in the trailer is like, I died and I was reborn a god, and at the same time, they're showing that guy who got thrown off the cliff. So I don't know. I felt a little misled. I hate trailers now. It's like a lot of the trailers are a little misleading today. They either show scenes that don't exist in the movie that were only made for the trailer, or they're just advertised very poorly. Hey, the trailer's done. I know you can't hear it, but there's like a little tune going off for the dryer. But yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen the trailer, if you didn't see the trailer and you went into the film blind, if you're not careful, you can spot who the real Seth Adam is, who the real Black Adam is when he's like when Harut is talking is to his father, who is Dwayne Johnson's character. I want to say something else, but I'm not sure. But yeah, like if you're not careful, you can spot that truth from a lot from like a mile away in the beginning of the film. Because later on in the film, um, Carter learns that the statue is not of Teth Adam, but rather his son, Teth Adam's son, Harut. So okay, so I wrote it as like the younger version of Teth Adam, and like I wrote that in the notes, and that probably should have been better. I probably should have used that from the start. My bad. We're going off weird rants. All right. The next point being like when Ishmael, Semi, I think I forgot, and Adriana are like they're searching through the cave tunnels to find the crown. His he was just so like Ishmael was just behind them, right, following them, and then he disappears out of nowhere. He disappears and then reappears after that character's death. I forgot his name. Samir, I think. Samir. After like Samir's death. And then suddenly reappears in front of Adriana with a completely different tone on his face, and is like, "That is that not what the inscription says?" It's like, yeah, that totally doesn't give away that he's the bad guy of the film. That totally doesn't give it away that he's a shady character. That totally doesn't give it away. It's like, there's like I saw that, and it's like, I got my eye on you, buddy. I got my eye on you, Ishmael. I got my eye on you. That I don't know. I'm saying I don't know a lot. That's my default response to everything, man. I mean, I guess that's all I can say on that point. Yeah, small point on this one. The scars. So when Teth Adam was struck by the Eternium rocket, like it blew up. He got that little that blue lightning mark on his chest, on his stomach, his abdomen. And then during the final fight with Spock, and it's just like Spock's like going through him, like throwing him in different directions. You got the little orange lines. I know it's a PG-13 film and all, but those just felt lazy, man. I don't know, those things just felt out of place to me. I didn't really like them. Didn't care for them. I don't know. Man, I'm sleepy. Doesn't help that I went to bed at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So honestly, I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock until I checked the time, and it's like I'm in my in my bed. I'm like just watching the click, and it's like I check the time. I'm like curious. I'm like, cause I wanted to see if there's notifications or anything. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's already past midnight. Yeah. I'll just move on to the next point because I think that's all I can say about that point. Okay. Okay, this is more of like on a minor character who only appears like for like a few seconds on screen. Little, little tiny rant. It's like during the slow mo shot of after Teth Adam escapes the tomb, like, and they got that song going, the whole slow mo sequence. The guy that's it's like, you know, on the top, firing the mounted gun. It's like showing his teeth. Buddy, go get your dental work done, man. Go get your dental work. I don't even want to know what your breath smells like. Like, you're part of Intergang, so like, I'm assuming you get paid good. You should be able to go to the dentist. Well, can't anymore, but should be able to go to the dentist and get your teeth fixed to the best of their ability. Like, come on, man. I know I'm bad at taking care of myself, but I will never let my teeth look like that. They were, his teeth were filthy. They were disgusting. Dude needs some serious dental work. His dentist is probably not happy with him. I don't even think they've heard from him in a long time. All right. Okay, this one's also like about the trailer. Like in the trailer, in the trailer. Well, it also happens in this part happens in the film. Her brother, Adriana's brother, questions, "Did he just catch a rocket?" And while they don't show in the film, they show in the trailer with Adriana going, "He just caught a rocket." Like they're both in amazement. They're both in disbelief. I know it's like a stupid thing because it's like, why do you feel the need to point out the question, the obvious? That is like, did he just catch a rocket? And it's like, why are you questioning it? I know like a lot of people, I know like some people don't exactly like those lines because I've seen like some arguments on Reddit about those lines. Probably not a good source for like, people, probably not a good source for like saying a lot of people don't like these type of tropes. Probably not the best source, but I don't know. Oh well. I wish they had kept her line in of saying like he just caught a rocket before like the rocket goes boom. I wish they had kept that in because it's really funny. It's like it's just happening right there in front of him, and they're questioning it. I like it because some people have those moments in life. Next point is the lack of pointy ears because I've seen it in the comics, man. These like from like the image of the comics I've seen, like the image, the cartoons, a lot of stuff has Black Adam with like a full set of hair, like like a pointy ear, like a triangle, and like pointy ears, man. The bald head I can get by on. I don't mind that. I don't mind the lack of hair, but the ears, man, really? The lack of ears. Where's my pointy ears, man? I want to see Dwayne Johnson with pointy ears. It's stupid, but like, come on, man. They did great on the costume. They did really great. They couldn't get the pointy ears, man. You could have added the little silicone ears or something. Not much else to say on that one. It's just my silly rant. We're already past the 40-minute mark, so might end it soon. Yeah, I got at least like maybe halfway to go. Maybe I'll just go for like a couple more points, then I'm gonna end the video. Maybe tomorrow I can pick up and hopefully finish what I disliked about it. And then after that, I can do the things I would have done differently about this film. And I lost my spot. Yep, there we are. Hey, so a couple of gripes that I have with certain things. So like, as Carter Hawkman is like revealing footage of like an aftermath of complete destruction, which I'm assuming was the destruction from the slow mo sequence. I'm assuming that. How did they get that footage so quickly? Because you can hear commentators from the screens, like you can barely hear them. And then like Waller pops up on his screen and goes, "Well, what do you think?" And then Carter goes, "I think this loose cannon needs to be tied down or something." I want to know how they got that footage, man. How did they get it? Because these are like the type of scenes that I hate. I personally hate, despise with a lot of movies that do this. Another one of the movies that does this, where they have footage of scenes that it's like where there's no cameras around in the or there's no cameras around, and they somehow still captured it. Was another film that did this is Fast 10. And well, I love Fast 10 because it was really fun. Had a cliffhanger ending that it's like, hey, they took the risk. I appreciated that. They have footage, man. They have footage from a lot of like the missions and the car chase, the races. It's like, how did they get those footage from like the big guy? I forgot his name, but he played the big guy that plays Jack Reacher in the show. How did they get that footage? Like he's talking to death, by the way. I'm not very good at this, but I want to know how he got that footage. How? Because it showed like one footage from the scene of the seventh film when they were airdropped into a forest, man, on the side of a mountain, like on a little hill. How did they get that footage? There was no cameras that I'm aware of. They were way off. The convoy was way ahead of them, and this is probably something I should save for like when I do a video on that. But I just want to get it out of the way because I'm really annoyed with this. All right, I'm really annoyed by these types of scenes, and they somehow have the footage of them like coming down with their like the chutes deployed. How did they get all that footage? How did Waller get that footage of the aftermath? Because from what I can tell, that aftermath just happened. So, ow. Unless a couple days passed in between the aftermath and then like that scene at Carter's mansion, the Hawkman estate. Unless a couple days passed, how did they learn of that? Because from what I can see, from what I'm imagining, that area is way out of the city. You know, not anywhere near the city. I'm assuming not near the mines either. Where do they get that footage? It's a gripe I have whenever movies like pull off those moments. Like, how do they get that footage when there was no cameras around or anything? No, no one to record it. Oh, it's not like it's like intergang calling for backup. That's right. Not like reporters or someone. You know, how did they get their hands on that so quickly? Anyways, the next point being is also another gripe. How did the Justice Society learn that getting Teth Adam to say Shazam just is the best and easiest way to stop them? How did they learn that? Where did they get that from? I mean, because like assuming that they got it from Waller's files, how did she learn that? How did Waller learn that? I mean, in the film they say that there's not much to go off of Waller's files, but how did they learn that Shazam would have been the way to defeat it? Because I don't think to defeat him the easiest way to take away his powers. Because I don't think that they encountered Billy Batson yet. Because they don't show like Waller's team interacting with Billy Batson, Shazam, until like the credit sequence, little credit scene at the end of Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Because from that little end sequence, that little credit sequence, it show like that's probably like the first time Billy has interacted with the Justice Society, or at least anyone on Waller's team. How do these characters learn these things without any like explanation? Yeah, hate it, man. It's an annoyance I have with the film. Phew. I should take a nap after this. What do you guys think? Yeah, I want to know how Waller got that. Because like as I said before, they didn't have much to go off of from Waller's files. Uh, How did they learn about the wizards that imbue a person with these powers? Oh, I need explanations for everything because it feels like there's a lot of plot holes, man. It feels like there's a lot of plot holes, like stuff that just feels so out of place. I don't get it. Someone explain to me. I need help before I go insane. But yeah. Anyways, we're at the 50-minute mark, and I think I'm just gonna call it here. Yeah, I'll just call it here. Um, Thank you for listening to my rants, my unbelievably annoying rant, where I just repeat what I keep saying over and over again, because I don't know what else to say. Hmm. You're also listening to me yawn. Thanks for listening to that as well. But yeah. If you like this video, if you want to see me do more reviews, let me know what you want me to go over. Let me know like what you would like me to review, because I have already summoned in the lineup. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to going over. But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching, sitting through this. If you did, you can get this far. And I will see you in the next episode. Remember to like and subscribe for more content that takes centuries to produce, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Bye.